let's go over the initial grip break.
Yeah. I think with the grip break, most of this is patient, and people become very impatient with it if it doesn't work within about 2 seconds. When the guy's holding like usually pretty hard. So you just have to be very patient with it, even on the grip break, because you can't necessarily see how he's got his hands configured. But basically, so always making sure to begin with that I form a scarf here. My leg's too low and you end up like this, you don't really have much, I'll be honest. It's really important the leg comes in and fills this space up. So that's important. So he's got his grip. Yeah, and sometimes like this might be hard to get that grip. Sometimes it might take me, like that was lucky, but I'm just doing this. It's like a drill. You know, so sometimes with this, it takes time for it to break the grip. If he doesn't break the grip, I'm not too worried. I'm just gonna, you know, it's his problem, not mine. The main thing I'm concerned about is he opens that grip and goes to Kimura under me. Yeah, and that's what I want. So, you know, if he really wants to resist, I can, you know, I'll just sit here and crank his head. I'm not too concerned. Try and roll me. Yeah, so this is really what I want. And the reason I'm trying to get you guys to do this is because you get to here now, he tries to roll, it's very, very hard for him to roll you. And you can really then practice, like I will break, once I'm here, I can comfortably break this, put all my weight on him. And this is what I would be more concerned about if I'm Joe.
So, Glyn, would you keep that hand on your thigh essentially?
Yeah.
All the time, because I kind of pulled it up my thigh and I kind of had it like a wrist lock.
Yeah, well the danger is he does the same to me as we've just done with the grip break, which is he just lets go. And he just, so you know like what I just did there?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, so if I'm like that, now do that to me with the, yeah, but use your thumb, turn your thumb like a drill.
Yeah.
But that, trying to hold his elbow with just that grip when he starts doing this versus him going through my thigh. He ain't gonna get through my thigh. But holding it, that's a different thing. So forming the scarf, because that's the whole point, is from the bottom you can form the scarf as well. So if he forms that scarf shape, which is basic Kimura defense, that's a basic Kimura defense. It brings that knee up as high as possible. Now, he's not worried about the Kimura anymore, and he's got a really nice lever system there to lift me up with, to roll me over. So, I mean, this is one of the things Henry shows this, and I think sometimes people can see this as a bit too conceptual. So Henry shows it like this, and you get people sort of, you can see this sort of, when I've coached this, he starts like this, and he'll say like, here, what's that feel like? Yeah, if I'm like that. Nothing, right? And then a little bit, yeah. So there's a bit more weight, and then he shows like, you know, something kind of here, yeah. And that's like worse, right? I can hear him. You breathe. So I'm there, but the only thing is, when you get this high, is that unless this is engaged like a brake, this top leg, unless this is kind of pulling into the ground, he can roll me quite easily. So if I relax my legs, I keep them straight, it's very easy for him to roll me, right? So this is just conceptual. I pull, roll me now, it's much, much harder for him. And it's not a huge amount of grip, but because I'm so high, I'm on a kind of tipping point. Every little bit of grip with this foot matters, roll me now. And of course, in reality, I get high on this, I put my weight on him, I would ideally switch. Right, and he's now going to, as this hip slows down, I'm in a universal sprawl, now roll me that way. He's not going to move me at all, right? And that's the real thing. You can see people start rolling. If the guy on bottom's hyper competitive and you try and take that high position during sparring and you're playing with it and he's just wants to beat you or whatever, you'll get rolled. That will happen a lot because he's putting 100% effort into it and he's just competing and reacting, and you're trying to do something a lot more refined. You know, so then you get rolled, and it's like, oh, I was doing it wrong, or people lose confidence that they don't want to take a chance, particularly if the guy then starts smashing them on the, because he gets on top when you've been trying something. But that's the basic idea that I really want to get across, is that as we start to open this position up, that you start feeling that, so, you know, now I've maybe not got the, I could be in the modified scarf here, but this connection here is the important one. I'm putting my weight in my foot. That's what we're really trying to do here in terms of the weight distribution. I'm trying to put all my weight into my foot, so that when Joe goes to roll me, Rob, my weight's going here, and then I can adjust. When I feel him stop pulling, I can adjust. The more I get on him, the more my silhouette is over him, the more he's, but I need that pull. Roll me now. And of course, as I've got that pull, roll me again, you know, I can switch and whatever, and now sprawl his arms. But the point is, you know, he'll tell you, and you see it, so his head. So
Like it crushes you, it curves.
yeah. And so we'll just open it up a little bit now. You know, you can go with a modified or a, you know, so you can just be like this, for example. So this is what I call this modified. No elbows on the ground, and just feel the difference between here, right? He's not bothered remotely here. Now I go a little bit, I start to bring this off of the ground. And I use my elbow to get up, but then I take it off the ground. So, right, worse again. And then really the next bit would be, and this is why you, in reality, you'd be taking this, because now it's very hard for him to pull me that way. And then I just almost want to be like, right? And that's where I want to be. And I want to hold that position as long as possible with that brake on. Maybe re-pummels, tries to roll me. If I really need to, I switch. But that right foot on that side, the hip side leg is pulling into the ground, pulling all your weight into the foot. Your bum is going towards the heel a little bit. And it can be half an inch of movement, but it's going to stop him rolling you. Yeah? Any questions on that? Let's give it a go. Just shuffle off a little bit for me. Yeah.